start the stream.
Don't act like it's not exactly what you wanted us to do.
I want you guys to do whatever you guys want to do.
I do. Click on the wrong thing.
All right, so we can.
You're in the wrong
What I
classroom,
didn't do
bro.
yesterday was recap what happened before, but
See it.
we were just on yesterday, so it shouldn't be hard to recap what happened. You guys were in the fight with old man Geordie Blackhouse,
Old man Blackhouse.
who transformed himself into a terrifying tiger hybrid and was using.
Or like Dybrid.
Yeah, he fucking died. No, he's still alive. You guys took him down though, and really fucked him up and killed the Cronenbergs
I put mine here.
that he had been using and stuck him in the White Room, duct taped to the fucking
I
himself.
did use a wait. I got an extra hero point, but I did use one in the last encounter to re-roll, I believe. When
Yes,
did
you probably
that
said one.
that?
I think I used 2 in the last encounter. I'm down to 1.
Wow, you had 3?
I did have 3.
How'd you get 3?
Because
You did a bunch of cool shit.
I did some cool shit.
I've only
Like
done one cool thing.
I got the one from shocking him in the pool, the bear in the pool, and I got the one from untying Carl with like a laser.
Oh, right. Got it.
Yeah. So, how many hero points does everyone have?
I have 2, because I just got the extra one from
I'm back to 1.
kicking the fryer oil on them.
0, because I got an extra one, but I also used one, so.
I used both of mine.
I'm sorry. So
Last night.
Slate has 1 or 2.
1.
Okay.
Right, I started out with, I didn't start out with 2 or...
I don't remember. Yeah. But that's fine. So like, we'll say that like that Slate will have 2 because we're gonna like kind of make sure at least everyone has 1 as we start the session. So if you had 0, you have 1. And since Slate got the extra one from the battle yesterday, so Slate will have 2 hero points, and the rest will remain the same. Yeah, so you guys went through the portal in Geordie's little closet and went through, and you guys met with Matt Demon, who was expecting you. So, just a little bit more about Matt Demon. We're kind of just slightly reclassifying him a little bit. So, like, he is like I said before, he's like a huge dude. He's really big. His face is kind of like human-esque, but he also kind of resembles like a goat. So like he's got like a little scruff of beard at the end of his face, and like he's got almost like ram horns coming out of his head.
Like Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus.
Mr. Tumnus, yeah.
Yeah, we went to a portal, so maybe it is Mr. Tumnus.
This is Narnia. Or Narni, nah.
Narni not.
99.
And so
Little zinger from the old Rubes.
Classic Rubes.
Oops.
I missed that, but that's fine.
Not today, please.
So Matt Demon is there. He's explained to you that you're kind of dead.
What?
He says, but he turns off you. You're kind of coming to in his presence,
Unplugged it.
and he says to all of you, there's a soul that I've been after for quite some time, and technically, it belongs to Geordie Blackhouse, but technically it belongs to me. You get it.
Ooh.
He says, I made a deal with Geordie, but within my limited powers, I haven't been able to collect on the deal. As you now know, he wields the legendary 3 Hellblades.
Oh, they're Hellblades?
I may have helped him acquire them in exchange for his soul, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I haven't been able to get in touch with him because in order for anyone to travel from here back to life, it requires both pieces of the letter opener. Well,
Ooh.
Pieces?
when I made a deal with Jordy, I was not aware that he broke the letter opener back into two pieces and threw a piece back through the portal when I left. Here's where you come into play. See, I can't retrieve the piece that's here in this dimension.
Narina.
Narnia.
As it is in the bottom of Sunrise Port Harbor, and well, he kind of slicks his his fiery fur on his head back, and it kind of alludes to he can't really go underwater in this world. He says, if you retrieve the piece, I can use it to send you back to life, where you can let me collect Jordy's soul. And he kind of waiting for a response from you guys.
Okay. Can we discuss things amongst ourselves that he somehow doesn't hear? Or
Will you excuse us for a moment?
Yeah, give us a minute to have a little chin wag.
Got any water?
he says
Any snacks?
he just swings around in a swivel chair and turns the other way, like he's disappeared. But he's just like right there still.
all right, so we huddle together,
Yeah, you can huddle together closely
and we're
out of
and
his earsight. Yep, out of his earshot.
we've got all the blades. Surely Matt here aims to collect them all back from Jordy once he
Definitely we're
retrieves
missing one blade though, right?
So is it obvious to Matt Damon that we have the blades? Like, I'm pretty
Doesn't
sure
seem like he was aware of it.
one on her chest.
Yeah, I have the Therian blade on my chest.
But
Well, he
if
hasn't been able to
haven't-
contact Jordy, so I don't think he knows.
If he wants the missing piece of the letter opener, clearly at the very least he wants the half of the letter opener that we have. Is there a way we could get him the missing piece to be then released back to the regular world,
I think
and
that's what he's saying. That's what he's
That's what
asking.
he's offering.
right,
yeah.
right, but
Then trick him into not bringing him back with us, but we take the other piece.
but like we've got the other piece, and we can live to fight him another day if we give him this one piece, but we still have the rest.
Do we need to fight him is the question. And if we did, could we possibly even win?
You can do a perception check on him if you'd like.
How strong are you?
All right.
We barely beat Jordy.
Ooh, 10 perception.
Wasn't a roll.
No.
18.
Okay, yeah. With 18,
I have a 24.
24,
Or
that's good.
22.
that's good. Matt Demon is a behemoth of a guy. Like he is huge,
Like,
and
make Bernie look small.
he makes Arnie look small. Yeah,
Okay.
he's huge, and he very very intimidating. And he doesn't seem frightened of you guys at all. He sees that Lucy has the Therian blade, but he is not at all troubled by this situation. He doesn't know that you guys have all three of the blades, because if you haven't shown him, he can see the one that's being displayed like openly to him, and he's like whatever. But
What was it that he just told us about the other half of, and how both pieces are required to what?
To leave.
to
the
leave
world that we're in.
this
Upside down.
dimension, he needs both pieces, and he can return you back to where you came
Are
from.
we able to go into the white room that we put Jordy in so that he doesn't need to come up at all?
I mean, we could try, but he would see it. He would see us do it.
Yeah,
Well,
we
does
don't
he
want to use
want the blades?
a
Or is
letter
he just-
opener in his presence, I don't think.
Do you think he
Also,
just
like,
Dirty
what if,
Black
what if,
House?
what if like you're giving him a way out? What if like that's what he needs to get out? This is like some Tenacious D, Pick a Destiny stuff. We're about to free him.
I am complete.
It's up to you guys how you want to respond. He turns around in his chair to look back at you guys,
I say we tell him yes.
and he
I think
says,
we should agree. Yeah.
I see that you're carrying the Therian blade. If you wanted to hold on
Say,
to that,
just because you are a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy. So we'll help you.
Oh, this whole thing?
Sounds like he's willing to let us keep that one.
for a price, everything has a price.
Oh no, no
What do you
deals.
mean the price? I already have it.
You can just take it.
If I wanted that blade right now, I would snatch it from your hold.
From your bosom.
Your
I
bush.
understand. How about a nice hot cup of coffee?
She said, "Say less."
Can we see a picture of him? No,
So I will seduce him so
Was he
fast.
hot like all the other ones?
Show me them abs.
I don't have a picture of him at the
Where's
ready.
Donnie when you need him?
This guy is literally hot, though.
I'm just gonna look up sexy satyr and post a picture.
Sexy satyr. It's gonna be like Mr. Tumnus.
It's gotta be, right?
Sexy Mr. Tumnus.
Sexy Mr. Tumnus. You probably don't like the. You're not gonna like the result.
I don't know that you want to. You're gonna find some weird porn or something.
Yeah, you're gonna find some.
Yeah, the very first one I have to click on to
Blur.
I have to click on to view the image.
Yeah,
It's
you need
like,
to see it.
are you sure you
Okay,
want to look at this?
anyway, how about some coffee for the blade? I make really good coffee.
He takes a sip from his goblet, and he's like, "No, thank you. I don't partake in human coffee."
Human coffee.
He wants to, he wants to know. He's like, "Do we have a deal? I can return you, or you can stay here."
There it is, guys.
Oh, you put something. What?
Can
That better not be what he looks like.
can we imply that we have a deal without explicitly saying we have a deal?
Well, what would you like to say to him? You tell me what you're gonna say.
Oh,
This
We will
is
get you.
he's gonna trick us for sure.
We will retrieve the other half of the letter opener from the bottom of the harbor.
He says, "Great, and once you retrieve it, bring it back to me, and I will help you escape and get back to your lives."
Mr. Matt Demon.
Yes.
Just a question: like, are you really looking for Geordie Blackhouse's soul, or do you really need this second part of the blade? Like, help
We
us
got
escape
you.
doesn't sound so much like we're definitely going to get back to the real world.
Well, I'm after the blade and after his soul. Jordy. Let me explain a little further.
How did you meet him?
Well, I don't want to get into that right now, but when we originally made our deal, I gave him the ability I helped him find the three blades and allowed him to use it. However, when he broke the letter opener and threw the second piece back into this dimension, it closed off it made the portal kind of one-sided. So that's why I haven't been able to come up and deal with him myself, or I would. So the only way to open a portal back to where you came from is with that piece of the letter opener, and with that I can come and collect Jordy's soul that's owed to me.
What if we just give you Geordie?
Or with both pieces.
Yeah, what if you send us back and we give you Jordy?
I still need a means to make my dealings on on your side of things. So
With other people?
correct.
If we make this deal, could we at least have some sort of assurance that you're not going to come for us if we do give you these things? You're not
Absolutely.
gonna.
I will certainly. I will let you go on your way. It is very important to me that um, the um, the half of the letter opener is returned to me. Beyond that, no harm will come to you.
Where's
Sorry,
it
one
at?
more question.
Where do you think it is?
In the bottom of the
It's at
harbor.
the bottom of Sunrise Port Harbor.
But if we need that piece to get back to the real world, how are you going to get us back to the real world to retrieve the piece?
No, the piece that I need is on this side.
In the harbor.
Oh, that's
on the
right. It's,
Yeah,
right.
you
it's
can't
basically
go there.
sunrise. It's basically the
How do
under.
you suggest a bunch of us do that if we
We can swim.
if it's in water?
So he snaps his fingers, and and next to him, like there, like I said, there's been like these like black and gray kind of swirling dust particles and stuff floating from the ground up to the ceiling, and you can kind of like make out that they're kind of like veiny kind of things, so like they're connected all around, and out of this, the like one of the floating masses of black pops up like a shadowy figure like out of it, and it's just like a regular looking dude, but like he's mostly just like black shadow, standing next to Matt, and he Matt says, give them the thing," and the shadowy figure reaches into a pocket and pulls out a relic, and it's like it looks like a it's a polyhedron. It looks like almost like a 20-sided die that has like runes on the outside of it. And Matt says this relic needs to be pretty close to the blade in order to attract it. So you may have to figure that one out. But this should help you find it.
All right.
And
We
But
take
I'd
the
take
runic
water.
sorry, say again.
Do you know where we can get some scuba gear or something?
Right.
Well, he so this relic, it's almost it's like it attracts the second part of the letter opener. So, like I
So
said,
it can
if it
pull
gets
it
near
out
it,
the
it will
water.
pull it.
We may not even have to go into the water.
How near? Like from above the water, or
No, you probably have to be within 15, 20 feet.
If there's a underworld version of Jimmy, he may have some scuba gear.
Some fishing nets or
I
something?
believe that is Timmy.
Thank you, shadowy figure.
The shadowy
What-
figure, he
What's your name?
his name is he says, my name is Ben.
Oh,
Ben. Ben what?
Ben Affleck. And he he puts out the relic for you guys to take, and he kind of
Take it.
he says, I know that this world is not anything that you're used to, and my master needs this blade to continue his work. So I will be of any help that I can as you go on your way to finding this blade. Obviously,
can we just like summon you, Ben Affleck?
you could try to call out to me, and if I can hear you, then I will certainly try to
Cool.
make myself available to you.
Awesome.
While
but
I'm
you
down
won't be like by our side the whole time.
No. My main place that I stay is here by my master.
Sure.
He says
Alrighty.
as he's handing you the relic. I don't know who wants to take it.
Yeah, somebody who's more cautious with their life points. Take it.
I'll take it
he hands
with
to
the.
you, and Ben says, "This world is full of like weird shit. I'll just put it that way." And
Weird.
you know, even us figures down here don't know everything that's going on and don't have infinite power here. So you do your best to try to find it for my master. Stay out of trouble if you can. Try to call me if you have any questions. Just call out my name, and I will, if I'm available, I'll make myself available for you guys.
Thanks, Ben.
Do we also need to retrieve and locate and retrieve for you the other half of the letter opener? Or do you just need this half?
So Matt says, I assume that Jordy has the other half of the letter
Do we
opener.
need to, do we need to retrieve it from Jordy? Do you?
Sounds like it.
Bring him to Jordy.
Okay.
He's smart.
just-
He's just not very bright. Sorry.
Yeah. So at some point, I will need to get my hands on it. If you aid me in this as well, that it's just a cherry on top. But I do need to find Jordy. But we could deal with that once we get you guys out of here.
Okay.
I just wanted to clarify that the conditions of this deal are that we are to retrieve this piece of the letter opener for you, and that is all we need to do to be sent on our way.
If you have any information about where Jordy is, or if you help me find him and retrieve the other half of the letter opener, then that could be beneficial mutually to us.
Are you offering something additional?
Sounds like
Other than our
maybe-
lives?
I'm a very reasonable guy. We could come to some sort of deal. I could, if we get our hands on the three Hellblades, if you perhaps wanted to keep one or two of them for a time being, then I could allow it. For instance,
For now,
the
let's
Therian Blade.
agree that the conditions are we retrieve for you the half of the letter opener beneath the harbor, and you release us on our way.
he said he can only help us escape. He's not like this isn't as exact as we're hoping for it to be. I don't think.
Yeah, this is.
Yes. The important thing is we find the other part of the letter opener, so I have access back to your realm.
Understood.
Okay.
Okay. We'll go look for it then.
Ben disappears in a puff of smoke.
Nice.
Matt says, if I had to guess, the blade is probably somewhere down near the amphitheater.
Okay.
So I would start there. He takes a sip from his goblet, kind of shoos you guys out of the room.
Okay. We.
Before we leave, I just want to know what he's drinking.
It's I hate to admit this, but it's plum wine.
Ooh.
Yum. Sounds good.
Yes, I got a taste for it.
At work?
You guys, Noah, to pause, time out. Noah, like, unplugged his monitor or something.
Classic Noah.
Not even mad.
It is classic Noah.
I'll be right back.
Ben has to
I'll only
go
be a minute.
check on that.
Could I actually just have a little sip? Do you mind pouring a little of that plum wine for me? Sounds tasty.
Sure, he pulls out another goblet and he pours a little bit from his goblet into another one and
Yeah.
slides it across the desk.
Thanks, Matt. I swirl it, sommelier style. Take a big deep breath of it in my nostrils. I pretend like I know what I'm doing with wine. Then I take the sip all in once. Swish it around my mouth, But I do swallow it. There's no spit buckets around, so I do swallow it.
All right, you take a drink of his plum wine.
It actually kills you. It's poison.
It's not poison.
You are now dying too, instead of just dead.
No, you take a drink and and it's tasty. It is tasty. You can feel free to.
Can I make a perception check to see if there was any iocane powder in it?
If you'd like, you can.
Yeah,
You can
right
also
now,
you can ask if you have any other questions for
He
Matt.
poured it from his glass, Dino.
You'd like
Yeah,
to think
that's
that,
all.
wouldn't
Why
you?
did you work out a deal with Jordy Blackhouse in the first place?
I wanted his soul, and he was willing
Why?
to give it up.
Why his soul in particular?
Every soul.
I can. You can. A person like me can look at someone and tell how tasty their soul is going to be.
So do bad people have tastier souls?
I
or-
sit on his
Yes.
I sit on his desk and cross my leg and say, "Does my soul look tasty?"
You can
that I've ever met.
make a conversation check.
Conversation.
Yep.
11.
What I miss?
Rudy's
11.
flirting now with Matt Damon.
I thought he disappeared.
He
And Afflict did.
he takes another sip of his wine and kind of scoffs a little bit. And he says, "It's going to be hard to find something as tasty as Jordy Blackhouse's soul."
That's cool. And I like slowly like slide off the desk and like a little more.
awkwardly like slide back off of it.
Yeah, like okay.
All right. So he's all about Jordy Blackhouse, guys. Let's go and try to find that thing. Get it out of his
Okay.
hair.
Bye, sir.
Okay, so you
Lovely
have no more
meeting you.
questions for him. Okay, got it.
Well,
Okay.
wait, no. So you said it's by the amphitheater. Is there anything that we need to be like cautious of while we're on our quest?
He said everything.
This is a dark realm, and things aren't exactly friendly here. But if you don't,
Does money work the same here?
no, you, I don't even know where you would go to spend money.
Should we disguise ourselves in some way as we walk along?
You kind of, as you say that, he kind of like looks at you guys, and you can see that a lot of color has left. Your skin, your hair, and your clothes. So you guys are kind of graying, while you're down here. It doesn't affect you physically, like the way you feel, but your appearance is more blending into this kind of landscape.
We look like we fit in. We are
Correct.
pallid.
Yeah.
Sandwich from the door.
Maybe Lucy has ever so slightly more color than the rest of us.
Just barely.
Now we need SPF 2 million.
So if you guys are done with Matt, you can move on, or if you want to do anything else while you're here.
So we're basically
It's a quick
in
walk
the
to the-
upside down version of town hall or whatever the fuck we were in.
Dino, did you say thank you for the
Yeah.
wine?
Yes, thank you for
Why
wine, Matt.
was it?
Oh, no problem. That one's free.
Was it
I'm
good?
already drunk.
Okay, so let's get out.
We need to take a coffee break first off.
Well, you guys already did that. You guys are good
Okay.
in terms of health and stuff, and
All right.
yeah, yeah. So it's up to you guys. You guys are currently at the county council chambers in Pearfield. You can head down to the amphitheater in Far Hollow if you'd like. You can wander anywhere really. You can walk there, yeah.
Okay.
It'll take a little bit of time, but
I mean, should we check some stuff out down here? Should we not? Because it's dangerous.
In my opinion, we just try to get there and get back as quickly as possible, and not spend extra time. If something's going to happen, it'll find us. We don't need to. I don't know.
and I'm assuming you guys are just kind of discussing this as you're going, and Ben pops out of like a vein of black, like soot and whatnot.
Whoa. Didn't
And-
even summon you there, Ben. You can just pop up on
It's
us
like,
at
yes,
any time.
I'm everywhere and nowhere. So
Good to know.
just letting you know that time here passes at the same rate as it does in your realm. So the longer
Okay.
you spend down here, the longer time you're spending away from your normal life. Just a heads up. And then he snaps
Oh,
and then
man.
disappears.
The cafe. My plants. My
Yeah.
kids better be watering my plants.
And my wife already kind of chewed me out after the last excursion, so let's try and wrap this up.
Do our
Well,
phones
as
work on here?
Sorry, say again.
I check my phone to see if our phones work down here.
Nope, no signal. It's on.
Cool.
It's on. You can tell, like, but there's no signal.
I take a quick. I'm like ahead, like I'm ahead of the group, and I hold it up, and I take a selfie as we're all walking down the street.
Okay, so you take a selfie, fine.
Of us walking down the street. I like the pose, Lucy. You look so cute in this picture.
With the pale gray skin and more gray clothing and hair and
we'll just act like it was a zombie filter when we get back to our group.
Who is now? Rick's got the letter opener, right?
Yes.
Half of it.
Half of it. Apparently, it's only half.
Who is the most equipped to hide that most effectively to prevent it from getting found by those we don't want to find it?
Oh, I guess we have to ask
You just
ourselves,
don't
what are we
pull
really
it
trying
out.
to do here? Are we trying to actually get the two pieces together and give the majority black house?
That's something that opens portals, and we already established that without the other half, we can't get out of here. So
What if we just got the other half and then left?
Then left.
I feel like Ben Affleck is everywhere and anywhere all at once. So like,
He's probably listening to us right now.
yeah.
I mean,
So
sorry, Ben. We have to consider our options.
so
Ben's not here. He disappeared. He's not. He's only there when he pops up.
he's not here at the moment. He's not here at the moment, but he is. He can be
Everywhere.
anywhere.
And nowhere.
But he can be anywhere in this world. He can't be.
Correct.
Oh,
Not in the
Yeah.
other, not in the
are
other
we
world.
while we're walking? Are we seeing any other people or creatures or anything out and about?
I want to do a perception check of wherever we are. at
Sure.
this
Yeah. Go
Gotta
ahead.
be close.
Perceive.
Oh boy, I got an 11.
Oh, hate to roll it.
It's fine.
I
You guys are
rolled
just
in that one on my perception.
everything is
Roll a
perfect
nat 2,
on
so.
that one. So, you guys are just
Guys, you should just
stay
stay.
here. Stay here. You just are walking
Probably
along.
get some dumbbells
It's-
from somewhere. Or...
It's weird because the town is so familiar to you guys, except the fact that everything is void of the normal color, especially in like Far Hollow where things are like super weird and very colorful, fluorescent lights everywhere. It's all it's all just like very dark and dingy. There you don't really see anybody around. It's just a lot of this. Every now and then you see little black puffs of smoke kind of pop in and out of your eyesight, coming from like the floating.
Down here, is the amphitheater still up, like in one piece, or is it also destroyed?
Yeah, if you guys, if you make it to the amphitheater, you'll see that it's still there. It's not like a direct reflection of the real world, so it's not like completely destroyed, like it would have been in the real world. But there are like there's still like columns standing up, but they are kind of fractured and broken, and again just like kind of blackening around all the edges and stuff. But no, it doesn't look like a bomb has gone off down here.
So, guys, while we have some privacy, I want to talk about what we should do as soon as we find this this other half, because you can bet that
Some dice out.
he who shall not be named will likely show up as soon as we find it. So we need to know if we are going to follow through and bring it all the way back to...
I agree. What are our intentions?
Or do we try and get back by ourselves as soon as we find it?
Right. Do we need him to open it? Sounds like we can open portals by ourselves pretty easily.
Should we at least try and see what happens? And if we go, we go. And if someone, I don't know, pops their head through and something doesn't look right, then we continue to bring it back to.
I don't hate that idea.
But we'll need to act quickly because I do have this feeling that as soon as we find it, Matt is gonna show up. Ben is gonna show up.
I think they're gonna know when we find it.
Okay, so let's go to the harbor. Like we're at the amphitheater. Let's
So
walk
you're down
over
by
to
the water at the amphitheater, and it's just like looks completely black. It's like very intimidating for what you see in like kind of the Bay Area, and if you were to dive in, it would be very hard for you to really like kind of see anything. You see there's a piano just sitting there on like a wood dock. It's very old and weathered, but it still looks playable.
I go over to it and kind of do along some keys because I just can't help myself. It's an instrument.
You go to the piano and you just hit some keys.
Yeah, but
Okay.
in like it sounds nice.
It sounds nice though. Okay.
Sounds nice.
Okay. Yeah. So as you you hit a couple keys and it plays a couple notes. That's about it. I mean, you obviously know how to play the piano, so.
I would like to do a perception check on this piano.
You could also, if you wanted to use your music lore.
Oh, okay. I'll do a lore check instead. Laughing at my 2 and then getting a 2. Okay, this is my lore check roll.
Okay.
Aha. 14.
14.
Awful.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like an old piano. You can't really tell much about the piano, or kind of what link it has with a 14.
Get that.
Anyone else can make a perception check, if you want to try to figure out.
All right. Let's see what's up with
hell's
this piano. 15.
15.
We won't even report my results.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
did roll, but it was regrettable.
Blake got a 22.
Okay, 22. This piano does seem out of place. You kind of remember that Ben told you that things are weird down here, and it's you know that's peculiar, and it could be some sort of wacky link to what you guys are trying to do.
So I sit down at it, and because I feel like I should know something about this, for some reason I can't recall. So I sit down and I just start playing a
Play Master of Puppets.
No, I'm playing a soft melodic tune.
Moonlight Sonata.
You just start playing it's like something classical sort of thing on the piano.
Something I wrote actually, but yeah.
So you start playing, and a little bit of like black dust and stuff starts to kind of come off of the piano, like kind of along with like what you're playing, kind of like almost in rhythm, and it just kind of like spreads up into the air, and as it does it, Ben pops up with a snap, and he says, "What a lovely tune." I don't mean to point out the obvious, but you may want to use the relic that I gave you to help determine if it can be helpful in some way. Because not only does it physically attract the letter opener, but it has like a link to it that may be the key to whatever you're trying to do with this piano. and he like
Ben.
he's sitting whimsically on the piano, with his feet kind of over the keys, and he just like touches a couple of them with like a ghostly black toe.
I
Wait, 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 wait. Before we use this device, isn't it gonna just attract the one that I have as well? Is it gonna, like,
Yeah, we didn't quite
So,
go over that.
is it gonna yank it out of my?
Ben hears you
I don't
say
know what
that
you're talking about, Rick.
and says, "Oh, my master will be delighted to know that you have the other half of the letter
I
opener."
wasn't talking to you.
Smooth.
He meant he has a little 20-sided die that looks like this relic, and he thinks they would be attracted to each other in a sexual way.
That's definitely what I meant.
That
Good
is
save.
not the weirdest thing I've heard.
He's a pretty weird dude.
We've heard some weirder things ourselves.
I mean, I live with my brother. What do you want from me?
Yeah, ignore him.
Listen, Ben says, if Master finds out that you are hiding the other half of the letter opener from him, then he may be upset
We wouldn't want to upset
because
him.
it sounds like you're withholding information from him.
Everything he asked
We have no
us,
intention to hide anything.
We answered.
We just want to get home.
So where is the other half of the letter opener?
Our best guess would be Geordie Blackhouse.
Jordy would know.
Jordy would know.
Jordy would know.
Okay. He snaps and disappears.
I
What the hell, Rick?
shoot
Why do we
Rick
have
a
to
look.
keep the people?
Well, if one of you were about to use it, it would have like sucked it out of my pocket, and he would have seen it.
That would have been something to ask when he wasn't around, maybe.
I thought one of you guys were literally about to like use the device in front of him.
Well, I was gonna roll the relic across the top of the piano.
Yeah, and then what happens when the one in my pocket shot out and attached to it, and then he's like, "Oh, you had it all along, did you now?"
Wait, but we're still gonna have to use the relic.
Yeah, take the relic out and let's do. Should we do a?
Wait, the guy's gonna pop up at any time. I don't know why we have to like not be honest. We can try and negotiate.
We can tell him. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
he has
I didn't
so
want it
much
to like
power.
pop in front and him like catch us like
He
red-handed.
has so much power, I don't think we can really negotiate.
He serves.
I don't think we could really fight him when we cross him either. So
I don't think so either.
thinking,
I mean, we
should
could do any of these things, but what's the smartest thing for us to do? I mean, why don't we just
and keep him trapped down here?
So it sounds like all he does is make deals with people. He's not actually doing any harm unless you want to give your soul to him, you know, which Jordy's Blackout is very willing to do. So why don't we give him Jordy and what he wants? I mean, he sounded pretty reasonable, and
don't
we're about
want
to
him
cross him.
in Sunrise Port trying to steal everybody's souls.
I mean, it sounds like Jordy was very game, you know? Hey, make a trade.
Yeah,
It
so
does,
your
like, open that
understanding-
up for like someone else to rise to power.
Your understanding is that this was a deal that Jordy made. It wasn't like he doesn't come to your world to steal souls.
For no
but
reason.
He makes enticing deals with people.
But this does give him access to do that again, whereas he doesn't have that right now. So that's what we really want to ask ourselves. Is it that dangerous for him to have access? Because he doesn't really do any danger unless you, do anything wrong unless you ask for it.
I don't know. I think our perception of this guy was that he's definitely a foe, and as far as we can tell, I mean,
Well, I don't know.
I
if
don't know that
he's-
there's anything honorable about him.
I don't know if he's against us, but he's definitely evil. But I think we should take out the relic and do a perception check on it.
You can try it now and see if it
Put it
takes
in my hand.
a reaction to the one that I have.
Mhm.
14.
Say again.
14.
Someone else do a perception check on this.
19.
You could also do a technology check if you like.
Oh, I can do a technology check.
You said you got 19.
13.
I got 20.
I got 21.
Okay. Yeah. So as you're holding the rune and trying to figure out, you're kind of just like touching around and trying to figure out what's going on, and it starts to kind of just like float in the air and spin around, kind of slowly, and the sides, the runes start to glow, um, and
All of them, or just certain sides?
all of them. It just like kind of is generally glowing from all the sides, and um, so this is like the only like real like light thing that you've seen while you're down here, and it kind of is the light that's emanating from it kind of I guess on a 20 or 21 and 19 so it kind of puts out like a readable message that you can see, like just kind of just floating around, and you see um the words "play dead."
I lay down.
Okay.
I think it's a song that I'm supposed to play.
Yeah, I think it's a they.
I
Isn't
lay
there a
down
song
and I'm
by-
very still and I'm
Wait.
like,
Play
"Get
like
your-
dead, like the notes. DEAD.
Okay, that's brilliant. Can we say that Lucy actually came up with that?
Sure.
No, Rick literally just came up with it. Lucy can say thanks, Rick.
Rick's gonna let me have the credit, okay?
You could. I mean, you could have it. I didn't say anything.
Thanks, Boo. I play.
I'm whispering like, guys, get
Ruby's laying on the ground.
He's laying on the ground, looking up.
E
Wait. Sorry, you can say that, but I wanna
A D.
play the notes. It's not gonna sound nearly as good, but I
You
want
play
to.
for real?
Let's hear him.
Scott has 7 instruments right behind
Yep.
him. So
Scott, can you play DEAD, please?
Oh, what instrument do you want?
Uke, obviously.
automaton.
I can't. I don't know the notes on the automaton. Doesn't have like a proper scale.
Uke's okay. I feel like a guitar might be better, but whatever. It's fine. Whatever.
So you're going to play.
Sounds like he wants you to get the fucking guitar, Sky.
Yeah, and hook it up to an electric amp.
and tune it and. Okay, I play the notes on
You
the
play
piano.
the notes. D. I think it's D. I don't know if this is in tune. E. A. You're playing them just as slow and saying them. Yeah, I might be out of tune. That's okay. And as you play the last D, a light shoots out from the water, like up into the sky, like a beacon. It also shoots out from the letter opener that Rick is holding.
Son of...
See, I told you, I knew it.
It shoots out of the Therian blade.
Throw it into the water, quick!
Oh,
And it shoots out of the Blade of Terror as well. So,
all of them.
Oh
there's,
shit.
there's
So
no-
they know we have all these right now.
I look out. I
There's no
look out towards the harbor and see if I can see any glow.
yeah, you can in the glow, you can see a beacon coming from the water.
Oh, sorry.
And the who has the Blade of Terror?
Rubes, I think.
You could feel you get and the letter opener, and then okay, so you can feel all 3 of these blades getting like sucked in towards the relic, like it's attracting all of them, like pulling you.
Just
in.
a magnet.
It's like a magnet pulling them, and
Quick, somebody stab me with a Therian blade before we lose it. Not really.
Wait, what if one of us became a fish?
You don't know that, though.
We don't, but we could change back. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like we're about to lose all these because we just gave it up.
There,
I have
it's
the relic still, so.
the relic is still pulling you guys in. If you don't release the blades, you are going to be stuck to this relic with the blade, like wherever.
Right,
you have it.
okay. I unhook it from my guitar strap.
Okay, so yeah,
And I let go of the letter opener that I wanted to keep.
I'm still
Let's-
fucking dead.
Shit.
all right.
Should
so
we?
I'm gonna say the Blade of Terror that just like flies out of wherever you're holding it, and
Should we collect Jordy Blackhouse and act as if we somehow found him? The other half of the letter opener.
we can't come out of this realm without the second half.
We didn't try to slash a portal in this realm.
Yeah,
yet.
we didn't try. We could try.
Not anymore.
It's too late, I guess.
It's just stuck to the relic. Did it get sucked in?
It's like
A magnet.
it is like a magnet, but they are like kind of not transforming. That's not the right word, but kind of like changing shape, and getting stuck to it to a point where, like you first of all you wouldn't be able to remove it, and it's not in the same kind of shape that they are in when you were holding them away from the relic.
I think it's becoming one
What
big
shape is it turning into?
It's kind of like forming around it, like so, like they're getting like stuck to it and kind of like folding in on themselves, like to like almost like become part of the.
They're like adhering.
How
to
big
it.
is this relic?
Like a soccer
Like a
ball kind of
volleyball?
size.
Okay, I was picturing like a golf ball size.
No,
So
it's bigger.
gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. It's so you see the light emitting from the bottom of the harbor.
Does it look like it's getting brighter or closer?
Nope. It is down there deep. It's down there. You get the sense that this relic is gonna have to make it into the harbor and get closer to it.
All right.
Or you could go down.
I pull out my power cord.
Okay.
Hopefully it's long enough. It's 100 feet. I don't know how deep the harbor is. But I tie it many, many times around the relic and the other blades. I'm out of epoxy.
Oh,
I
true.
used the last of it.
That's fine. So the relic does have like grooves and like parts where you can hook a cord under, so like loop it, so it's not just wrapped around it. So you can get a pretty secure.
Then,
knot.
so I do that, and then I look to the others and I say, any qualms about me throwing this into the harbor?
No, but I think we should make a plan before this all happens. Ben's
Say
about to
you lower it into the harbor instead, rather than throwing it.
I mean, I anchor the other end of the power cord around myself.
Okay. So you're wrapping.
Belt around myself.
That doesn't sound smart.
You guys can all hold on to them if you want, like just kind of so you're all working together.
Why
All
not?
right, I'll come off the floor and I'll hold on to.
But it's a dock. There's like things to actually anchor it on the dock.
Yeah, but if it goes down and if it's not too far away, I want the relic to be able to make it, and then I can quickly try and pull myself along the power cord under the water to try and retrieve it.
Okay.
Go for it. If you want to toss it
Right.
towards.
Worst case scenario, I can untie it from my.
So just so you know, there's only the one beacon left. The light has kind of drained from the other three blades as it sticks to the relic. So the only beacon you see now is where you assume the other half of the.
Can we see how far away it is from the dock?
Yeah, sure. You're looking out, and it's within, I would say, within throwing distance of this relic. You could toss it that far.
Okay.
The right horizontal distance.
Based on the brightness emanating from the bottom of the harbor compared to the brightness that we saw from the other blades that were out of the water and how black the water looks, can we guess roughly how deep we think the harbor might be?
You
I mean,
can.
typically the harbor would be 50 to 100 feet deep to account for larger vessels.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell that it's roughly probably less than 50 feet deep, just based on estimating what you know.
We're about to give this guy literally all of the hell blades. We realize that, right? They're all coming together, and we're giving him all of them. He only expected to get the letter opener, and we've lied to him. What is our
We
plan?
didn't lie because he didn't ask us, so we can go and be like, guess what? We also found the other two.
Yeah, but without Jordy Blackhouse. It sounds like we already had them. It sounds like we lied to him.
We don't have to tell him when we
So-
found them. I
Yeah.
will come.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask if we
He
had
would
that.
not have found it in this upside down land. He
We didn't
knows they're
say
up
we
top.
found.
Exactly.
We also found these. Did we forget to mention that before? Oh, sorry.
Oh, you
Like,
think
he
it'll
knows
have
you have the
that
Therian
easily,
blade.
huh?
He didn't ask us if we had the other blades. I say.
He didn't lie. He didn't ask.
So
And
this
get
is
the-
a very smart guy, Matt is, and so he knows. I mean, it's easy for him to deduce that you've had some sort of interaction with Jordy because you have the Therian blade.
Yeah.
So he deduces that, but beyond that, Ben is a little suspicious because he thought he heard something about the other half of the letter opener, but he doesn't have any proof of anything at this point. But
All right.
a beacon is lit up in the sky now, and
It's super suspicious.
Yeah, there's not much hiding it now.
Yeah, we
And
have.
they know that we're looking for it, so as soon as the light goes away, I feel like Ben's gonna just show back up, even if it didn't suck the other pieces in. Like,
yep, yeah.
That's all.
Ben hasn't
should
been
be
around
cool.
since he disappeared from the piano.
We have
Can
to.
you play dead again and see if the relic releases the blades?
After you. Pick
I'm
up-
wondering if this is permanent or.
Oh, sure. I see. And then we can move the blades further away, or something. And
I mean, the
do-
light's probably already shot in the sky.
right,
Batman's
all the
already
lights
on his
shot in
way.
the sky. Like, let's just fucking get the other piece so we can get out of here.
All right.
Yeah. So
Also, like, remember, like, he had all of these blades prior to meeting Jordy, so it's not like it's some, like, apocalypse coming. Like,
Right.
he's always had them until just recently.
Right. Okay. Toss it in. Get it.
All right. I toss in the mound of relic and metal.
yeah, make a athletics check.
Now,
I also put my hands on,
For
on
accuracy,
the.
or you can do it
on the
acrobatics, but athletics you got a higher thing.
Can I also help with the rope? I'll try to like tug a war with them.
I'm kind of like
Yeah,
holding
you
on.
can all
to
help.
it.
All right, I got good athletics.
18.
So.
And okay, so 18, and then you guys are all kind of trying to help guide it to the right spot. Yeah, you throw it, and it goes a little bit past the beacon, but you kind of need that for the depth. So it's a pretty good
like
toss.
fishing.
And as it starts to go down, Ben pops up, and he's just looking at the beacon, like kind of beholding it, and he says, "Wondrous!" As the relic goes down.
And I feel like you're a little more excited for this than Mr. Matt.
Anything for Master is great. So he's just kind of sitting there watching, and as the relic goes down, and you're kind of letting it go down, and you can feel something get stuck to it, and the
We got a nibble.
the
got a bite.
the beacon
Reel it
starts to dwindle.
Let's start reeling it back in.
You reel it back in. You pull it up, and you've got the relic, and it has something that you haven't seen before, kind of like wrapped around it. It looks like half of like a pair of scissors.
Oh, we got it.
And it's like a purplish color, glowing, but it does the same thing. And you can see that it's already started to like bend around the relic, and so as far as you can tell, you've collected the other half.
So this is our last chance to
Well,
keep it in the water because they obviously can't go to the water. Should we try to like make another deal at the moment, or what are we doing?
I think we're pretty much helping him now.
Ben is there, and he's like, "Come on!" He's like, "Come," and he's like beckoning you to.
Can you get Matt Demon here? Like, will he come out here?
He says, I'm sure he may want to see this," and he snaps his finger and disappears.
okay,
All right.
should we try and open a portal in the water? Because water is a great buffer if we need some protection if they show back up. Before this thing is completely
But at
done.
this point, the blade is already, the original blade is already wrapped around.
Yeah, I don't think we have any use of the actual Hellblades anymore.
I Okay.
It's all
But
kind
if
of
we keep
stuck
it,
to the relic.
We're
if we
all
keep
stuck to
it
the thing,
in
right?
the water, they still can't retrieve it. We could make one last deal, saying, "Hey, we got all these things for you. We could also give you Jordy Blackhouse. We could make it like a deal."
You could.
But like we're giving them so much more than he offered before.
He's
But we
offering
need to
us
find a way.
our life. I don't understand.
Yeah, no. What more can we get?
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
We're making deals.
you, so Matt doesn't have the ability to kind of
Poof in and out.
poof in and out. Ben comes back and says,
Okay.
"Master is on his way."
Well, we'll just leave it in the water until he gets here.
So let it bob up in the water, like kind of hold it onto the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are all the blades
Let it,
attached to it?
All the blades are attached to it. Yep, and they kind of bent around it, mangled in with the.
Can we do like a perception check on it to see like how powerful it is, like or if we got it's some crazy weapon now that it's all together?
Yeah, you can do a perception check on it, sure. On the
Can I
mangled.
do a lore check on the runes on the relic?
Ooh, nat
Um,
20.
It's not really going to give you any further information. You just know that they are attached to these blades. Because
I got a
we
20.
don't really. You got a 20, nice. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't really understand the nature of this world and why would playing notes on a piano activate this random relic that shoots a beacon up into the sky. None of that really makes much sense, but that's kind of the way the world is kind of just like chaotic. So you said a natural 20. You just want to perceive the relic now that it has all the weapons.
Yeah, to see if it's like some sort of like amalgamation of a one big weapon.
So you
or
don't
whatever.
get that impression. I mean, you can still kind of see distinctly the different weapons bent around it and mangled into it. So it does not look like this is going to turn into some sort of like super weapon. As you know, like Matt had access to these weapons before. If he wanted to bring about the end of the world using them, that they're not like unlimited power. So you guys know what these blades do and what they're capable of.
Right.
And that's kind of the extent.
All right.
Can I try and do a lore check on this piano again, or is it useless now that we know what it says?
You can do a lore check if you like.
A lore check?
Like a musical lore.
Musical lore.
Oh.
I can't roll today. I got 13.
13. Yeah.
No,
it's
I'm
just like
lying. That would have been a perception check. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got 11.
11. Wait, what? How could it be worse? As a.
My lore is only 4. My perception is 6.
Oh, your perception's higher. Why did I think that your lore was higher for some reason? Anyway, yeah, it's a.
Okay,
It's
so this world down here works in mysterious ways.
Yep.
None of the individuals we've seen down here have absolute power. There are things that they can't do.
They're limited.
Right.
Yeah, they are limited.
There's something that we're missing. I just don't know what it is. We have more options to the plot other than doing exactly what was asked of us. I don't think that's what we should do, is just
So
the automatic option.
as you're talking, you see coming across the amphitheater is Matt running like excitedly, kind of like lumbering slowly back left to right.
Large strides, though, I'm sure.
Large strides, yeah. And he just calls. He's like kind of yelling, like excited, like in an embarrassing way. He's yelling, and he's like, "Did you get it? Did you get it?" And he's coming closer and closer and closer until he's.
Slow down, mister.
Yeah.
Like I said, what if we even just make a deal, like to make him change everybody back from that had been changed from the Therian blade? Everybody who chooses. Yeah, anybody who
We
chooses.
can already do that because we have the Therian blade.
Yeah, but either we would have to do it one by one, or he could just go boop, or something like that.
And
You know,
He want to have that power.
Towards us, I
He's here.
say,
Yep.
hello, Matt, we
He's,
found it.
he's like, okay, yeah, we had a deal. If you could just pull it out of the water.
So here's the thing. I really want to talk to you first.
Well, we did have a deal. Now we're
Yeah,
negging.
yeah,
We negging?
what do you
No,
what
we're not.
further what further is there to discuss? And it's I don't know how you're holding the relic. Like, is it? Do you have it just like bobbing on the top of the water, or is it under the water?
Slightly under the water.
It's
So
under the
when the
water.
relic grabbed the letter opener piece, it also grabbed my Therian blade, which you said that I could keep. How will I get that back from you?
If because you're doing me this favor, if you want to hold on to the Therian blade, I can let you hold it temporarily. But there may be a time in the future where I call upon you to return it to me.
Oh,
How does that work? It's wrapped around this relic.
I can take care of that.
Okay. So what if some other stuff might be stuck to it too that we forgot to mention about?
What are you saying that there are other Hellblades here in this realm?
I think
Yeah,
there
so
may
look,
have been
guys.
more in the harbor. I think they were down there in the harbor.
No, listen, yeah, you're a big scary guy,
That I
and
am.
we just
He
like,
flexes.
Yeah.
oh, like,
yeah, yeah.
guys. Oh,
can you tell me?
Matt.
love
Can you
to
text
see
me
it.
your workout routine? How did you get your deltoids that tight?
Did you ask him to text you?
He said,
Yeah.
Can
Can you imagine
can we,
what number would
can
that
we
come
get
from?
to the crux of this matter? We can talk
Sorry.
about workouts.
Okay, but listen, like, we get sucked into this realm. We see you. You're an intimidating looking guy.
That's right.
We
I
didn't
am.
necessarily disclose. We didn't necessarily disclose all the information because we didn't know what we were getting into. But I had the blade of terror on me.
Oof.
Okay. So
And
the
there
blade of
may
terror
or
is
may
here.
not be the other piece of.
So all the
letter.
blades are here,
Literally here right now.
They are.
and you did not disclose this to me out of fear, which I understand.
But again, it is a lot more than we originally bargained for, even though we did not disclose it with you. Could we possibly get some bartering out of this?
Are you? So, I am a reasonable guy. What are you proposing? Are you looking to hold all of these blades?
Not really. I mean, you seem powerful. Like, you want to call on us if you may need the blade back?
I need
Maybe.
my half of the letter opener.
Yeah, that's understandable. We already agreed upon that. So, like, maybe, like, if we need you, we can call upon, like, could you come to the surface world? Like, if we need you to
Help us.
help
or
us
something?
out?
I mean, I mainly deal in contracts. So, if you were to need my help in the future, we
With
could,
some contractual
we could work
matters?
something out, but it would come at a hefty price.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I don't know if you want that, but like,
Really, we just want to keep our blades, right? And just give you
So
the letter
here's what
opener
I'll do.
and Jordy. And you keep us and
First of
our
all,
one safe.
I do need to come back through with you to collect Jordy, who has betrayed me, and
What if we also give you Jordy?
We
then
said we were gonna give him Jordy.
yeah. If you, like I said, I can let you temporarily hold these 3 blades.
well, especially the Therian blade, because we wanted to.
We want to
Right.
experiment with some kinky shit and alternative animals.
Well,
We
yeah,
wanna,
here's
like-
what I'll tell
wanted to
you.
Try and fix some of the stuff that Jimmy Blackhouse did. So like,
Okay, you're not gonna go around like trying to stab yourself?
Probably not.
I mean, I'm a little
Well,
curious.
here's what I'll tell you. So Jordy, as I know from his exploits, dabbled in this with using the Therian blade on himself, and I will tell you that each time that you do that, you lose a little piece of yourself.
I won't do it.
So it does come at a cost. If you
What
are,
if it was
How many slices of pizza would you say we got? Is this like
It's
is this like a
not-
Horcrux situation? We have
it's
like
not an
9 lives like
exact-
a cat?
it's not an exact number.
Maybe a baker's dozen?
But the more you mess around with it, the more your mind
find
will
out.
begin to unwind, and
Fuck around, the more you find out.
The more we
fuck
fuck around, the more we'll
the
find
more
out.
you will
yes.
find out. That's the bottom line. So
Understood.
here's what I'll do, and he walks over to Slate and picks him up, and pulls him and the cord out of the
We're in
water.
the water.
Oh, you're in the water?
Yeah.
Wait, when did that happen?
I've been holding on to you. You didn't get in the water.
You didn't
Oh.
You got in the water.
You and the anchor on the dock.
Myself having gotten in the water to.
No, you never said you got in the
No.
water.
I thought we were just bobbing the relic underneath the water.
Yeah.
I guess I was thinking the only way we could have held the relic underwater was if someone was in the water holding it under the water.
You just don't pull the rope all the way up. You know.
Okay. Anyway, so he
If
goes.
you
up
want to
and
be in the water, you could be in the water. I mean, you can jump in the water right now if you want.
Seems really scary in gross water, but
Okay, I'm not in the water.
Okay, so Matt comes over to you and just like begins pulling you and the cord out of the water, and he says he tells Ben to grab it for him because it's a little wet, and Ben's like, I'm not grabbing it, you grab it, and he kind of
Grab it.
he's kind of asking you guys for help here.
I grab it.
Okay,
Grab
you
it,
grab
yeah.
it, and then kind of like wipe off the water a little bit, and he
I take my peach loom T-shirt
And try it off.
wrap
Dry it off,
and
okay.
dry it off for him,
okay.
and say like, I just want you to know that you're really hot.
So he
But also,
he takes the
but
relic.
also, like, we really want you to like not fuck us over here.
He says, I'm a reasonable man. I'm a man of my word. He takes the relic, and he kind of like he takes the cord off that was wrapped around it, and he kind of pushes it into his own hands, and as the relic kind of like not shrinks, but like kind of flattens, the blades all kind of straighten themselves out, and he has all of the blades. He says, like I said, I'm a reasonable man. I wouldn't be anything if I wasn't a man of my word. So he gives Lucy back the Therian blade, and he has the letter opener and the blade of terror. He's like, I don't know who wants these, and he's just holding them.
I'll take the letter opener back.
Okay, he gives you the letter opener.
If
Blade
you're,
of Terror.
He doesn't know who had them. That's why he's saying this.
if you're looking for Jordy, that other half of the letter opener will take you straight to him.
Great.
Ruby, you want the blade of terror?
What?
You want the blade
Do
of
you
terror
want
back?
No, because it's like a close range weapon, and I'm not. I mean, like just like with the hatchet, would it
Seems
work?
like
the
this
same
guy is the
without
rightful
hatchet?
owner
for
of
me?
them. Like, I'd be fine with giving them all up if he could
No, I want the
Turn-
Therian blade.
everyone back.
No, I don't. I want.
As you kind of say that, he says, well, the blade has the power, not me.
All right, we'll keep the Therian blade for sure. If you have no use for them, we will take them all back. I'll take the Terror blade.
You can
Blade of
you can hold it for now. If I need it, I will. I may be in contact with you.
That sounds reasonable.
And he so he says, did you tell him that Jordy is locked in the letter opener?
Sounds like it.
No,
Yes, I
he
do.
just said that the letter opener would take him right to him.
Yeah.
Oh well, he knows what that means. Okay, so he says that we have to return to your world to use the other half of the letter opener. So he takes the half of the scissor that he has, he kind of whips it around his fingers, and makes a slice like vertically, like above him. And Ben is just like, wonderful. And he's just standing there looking in awe of his master. And yeah, so there's a portal, and he offers you guys like a leg up.
I take it.
I take it.
I take it.
Take it.
All right, so he boosts you guys through, and
I'm questioning it.
Jump through the other one, and now you're questioning.
This sounds like little
You're the
monsters.
first one in the
Where they-
portal. Why do you
Sounds
love
like
it?
little monsters, man. I don't know. Should we allow him to go into the portal? I'm questioning.
Well,
Get
he's-
it above him.
he has it.
We're, all right, we're here now.
all right, so
I'll-
he boosts you guys through, and you see the portal is as you're bursting through is a hole in the floor of Jordy's office. So you were at the amphitheater, but now you're back in Jordy's office as you go through this portal, and as you go through, and he's kind of, it's a small office, but he's kind of like pushing you guys, like his hands come through and like grasp the ground, and he's this huge dude, and he comes through, and he's like all the way up to the ceiling in terms of his height, and he asks Rick to either hand him the blade or do the honors.
Do the honors, Rick.
I'll do the honors.
Okay, so you slice open with the letter opener, and it opens a portal into the white room, and Matt sticks his head in there, and then again he kind of like grabs through both sides of the portal. He almost like pushes it a little bit wider as he's going through, and goes in there, and he's I'm assuming he's going in by himself, so he's just in there now. He's going to be in there for a couple seconds, so
Should we shut him?
I
He has the other half of the letter opener, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
okay, so he reaches a hand back through out, and he, in his other hand, he has Jordy, who is like fucking like ghostly white, and he's still alive, but he's like terrified now, knowing what he's done. And Matt steps back through. He comes out, and he's in the office with you guys, and he's like, "All right, guys, see ya." And he jumps back through the portal in the floor, and as he does it, the entire room shakes. The closet where the one-way portal was, that is like the portal is gone. So there's no way to access this other this dark realm now. And
fine. I never
He
want
took the other piece with him, right? Like he has the other piece of the blade.
he took the other piece, but he left the one piece with you guys. He gives it back to you before he goes. So you guys still have possession of the three blades, and he disappears. And is like I said, the whole room shakes. The like Jordy's desk kind of like becomes disheveled, and like drawers start to like shake out and kind of like fall out. And Matt is
can
gone.
I make a perception check on like the other half of the letter opener to see what that may have possibly added to the equation, or how that was the thing that he needed?
Well, it's gone now.
Well, you just know from that half that is his way of accessing
Our realm.
the realm, like and going back and forth between like the dark realm and
Can I check the perception check the room? That like drawers
look
have
around?
opened. Stuff is
yeah, do it.
That's better.
I assume he took Jordy with him,
He
correct?
took Jordy down to the dark.
Like
19.
like ghost style.
Well, we also,
Yep.
if we need to, we know how to keep him at bay.
Yeah, he is, I
Literally.
mean, obviously he's got a weakness that you're aware of, but he's very intimidating, smart, huge.
I
Each
invest
other-
in like I'm going to invest in what are the fucking big water guns called?
Super soaker.
Super
Super
soaker.
soaker.
I'm gonna get a super soaker and fill it with water
He fucked up.
later. I'll just carry
With
it.
the 19 perception check, you go over to the desk
Make
and you kind of, there's paperwork and some office supplies and stuff. In the top left drawer that's kind of become disheveled, you see a key, And
I
it
can't-
has, yeah, it has a little keychain on it that says the golden hour. The golden hour. And it's the keychain is like a foam. Yeah, it's like a foam keychain on
Where
it.
was
like
this
a-
at?
This was in the desk.
In the
Oh,
desk.
foam keychain like the kind that lifeguards use that float. If it's a foam keychain, that
It's
would be the
foam.
only.
It's a foam keychain. Yep, and it's got a metal band holding it to the key. Yep.
I take out my phone and I Googled the golden hour.
It's a ship. It's guaranteed. It's a boat and in the port.
You Google it, and that viral song comes up. It's kind of like the first 20 results. Called Golden
Let's-
Hour.
I want to head back to the port and look for the because I reckon like it's definitely a boat key. I want to go back to port, the water, and look for this ship in all the marinas in the port.
All the marinas.
And
In the
guys,
world?
In this port of Sunrise Port.
Yeah, pilot. I know every pilot in the world.
Yeah, you guys, you can do whatever. You're in the office, and you can start to leave if you'd like. The crime scene has mostly died down. Like you guys have waited long enough for everyone to kind of dissipate. But are you leaving? You're leaving at this point. There's nothing else important in the room, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, we'll leave.
So you're
Post up.
leaving, and there's still like some police officers outside.
You again?
One of
Pretty
which
much.
is the one that keeps fucking running into you people.
What's his name?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't asked me. You can ask him his name if you like.
I
What's
say,
your name?
you again.
We need to stop running each other
Yeah,
like this.
I'm tired of seeing your guys' fucking faces around my crime scenes. And he turns to Dino and he says, "I need to talk to you."
Oh,
Who did he point to?
To Dino.
you know.
I
Little
want
old me.
I'm tired of seeing your face and not knowing the name behind it.
I'm Officer McIntyre. My badge number is 6183. You can call me Officer McIntyre.
You got it, Mac Daddy.
He goes up to Dino and says, I got some questions for you. We came across some footage of you hanging out with a guy in an arena that matches the description of your sister's killer. And what is a guy like you doing with a guy like that?
Well,
Truth.
if you'd like to check the security footage of just about every other day, I'm there playing pickup hockey. This guy came up to me one day at the very end of it. I was enjoying a beer. All of a sudden, I wasn't enjoying that beer very much. Everything started spinning, and I kind of, I didn't check him out at first, but as I glanced over, he started to look a little familiar to me as I started to nod out. And again, check the footage. I was asleep until everybody was gone. Woke up early in the morning, and I've done some investigating since. And I'm very interested in that individual as well.
All right, he's getting a little worked up. It seems like this guy is familiar with your case, and he goes into his squad car and he has like a little portfolio and he pulls out a still of the guy, and he brings it over to you, points to him, and he's like, "Do you know him? Do you know who he is?" Because here you are playing footsie with him.
That seems to be the guy. I mean, but he was trying to antagonize me. Kept on bringing up a certain number that we shan't speak of.
And you don't know his name. You don't know who he is.
No,
You don't know
I
nothing
didn't.
about him.
I really wish I should have. I should have done something more about it, but I didn't. You know, I was just tired from hockey.
You want a perception check the picture? Wait, don't I know? Doesn't my dad know who he is?
Well, nobody did yet.
No one
Oh, yeah.
has identified him as far as I can remember.
So this guy doesn't show up in any lineups.
Oh,
no cross references. No.
No.
said that he recognized him from some council meetings,
Yeah,
but he
he may
doesn't.
have seen him at council meetings.
Yeah, that's right. That's what he said.
But he didn't know his name, and his face isn't like super clear in the picture. And McIntyre looks. He leans in close to Dino, and he's like, "Look, man. This case has gone cold, man. But this is the first piece of evidence that we've had in quite some time. And I know that you want to get this guy as much as I do. So if you got any information, now's the time."
Should you perception check or history check?
I didn't at the time.
Check what, the guy, or
Check the picture? I don't know.
you did before, and you said that it from the picture it does look like it could be the same guy.
Pretty sure it is the
You're
guy.
pretty sure it's him. You're pretty confident.
Did he supposedly like fall to his death?
He fell from the top of the arena.
Look, Officer McIntyre. All I know is you're right. I do want you guys to catch him. I wish I would be more perceptive at times, but instead, I was just enjoying a beer and I got.
He's like, all right.
I don't think I have any information for you at this time, unless any of my friends wrote something down that I didn't.
He leans in. He's kind of looking around. Doesn't seem like anyone really knows. He's like, I shouldn't give you this, and he shows you another still of the guy, and it looks like security footage from the marina at the port of him getting onto a boat.
Ooh, should we?
Can we see the name of the boat?
Could that possibly be?
You don't see the name of the boat, and it's like a black and white image. It's not.
Do we need a perception check to see if there's anything else, any unique features about the boat that we noticed from the picture? Any identifying?
Yeah, I can just tell you like what the picture looks like. It's just it looks like a small I don't fucking in real life. Okay, out of character. I don't know a lot about boats, but it's not like a huge yacht, but it's a boat that could fare out across the sea. It's big enough.
It's a yacht. It's just a small
It's
one.
a small one. Yeah.
Is it a schooner?
Maybe a catamaran?
I don't know, but it's a fucking boat, and it looks big enough that he could go like onto rough seas with it. You don't see the name of it. Doesn't say the name of a boat or anything. It looks like it's pretty plainly decorated, just like white boat, and yeah.
Maybe we could show that picture to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Can we keep this?
You can take a picture of it with your phone.
Yeah, I take a picture of it with my phone.
But I didn't give this to you.
The group chat, so we all have.
Never happened, McIntyre.
I mean, you literally didn't give it to us, so.
Yeah, and he's like, now get the fuck out of here. I'm tired of your faces. And he just puts his hands back like together across his waist and just standing there like patrolling the area, kind of trying to keep riffraff away, which he's not doing a great job of since you guys are there.
As we're walking away, I say, hey, next time you're downtown, stop by Rhythm and Brews. I'll get you a free cup of coffee.
Oh.
He goes, thanks, doll.
And as we're walking away, I say, appreciate you, boo.
Yep. And he kind of just like nods to you guys as you walk off. And yep, he's just got a scowl on his face and just like standing there. And yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
All right.
Someone call up Jimmy.
Yeah, I can text Jimmy. Should we like check on Haley? Like you could text Jamie and check on Haley. You should probably text your wife.
So yeah,
Can we have an imaginary like weekend or something pass
okay,
by?
all right, so let's do that. So
Lucy tends to hit the plants. I hang out with
I'll
my
run
partner.
through some kind of scenes that are
I
going
get
on.
Nelson all sorted out,
Yep.
we're
So like you guys, so like let's say the night passes. I'll just kind of briefly run through what you guys have been doing over the last few days, weeks, whatever, as you're trying to figure out what to do next. Ruby has been spending time helping Baxter improve the living situation in the Weeping City. She's down there installing like giant dehumidifiers, trying to get out the moisture from all these steam pipes and installing new beams across the walls and ceilings, trying to prevent it from being so wet and gross. You're rebuilding some homes with like new lumber. They're still small, but it's a huge step up from what it was like before.
And I'm assuming in doing all this, I'm like getting a feel for the community and stuff.
You kind of you're friendly with some of these people. Sure.
Is there talk of like people wanting to come back up to Gloomside?
Yeah, there is. Like some people miss their old homes and want to return to a normal life.
Did we ask anybody if they wanted to be turned back into a person? Because we clearly could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we will, I think, after this.
Yeah, so I'll kind of run through it. So, Rick has returned back to his job as a metro conductor, but he's advocating for new lines to be built, so people that are still living underground still have a better means of transport. You spend like your after hours from work helping take food from the food bank down to help Baxter in the Weeping City. He appreciates it.
We need to go north.
But he kind of like alludes that there's still other people that need help. Alludes again to the to like another city, underground that you guys haven't been to, Calvert Hall. Yeah. He says he hasn't really been in communication with them, but he'll try to find out some more information. If that's if you're interested in pursuing that. Lucy is back at her cafe. Nelson's in his little corner with his little plant buzzing. Just kind of spends time napping in the sun, relaxing. Lucy's trying to kind of communicate with her parents, try to figure out how to get people that were kicked from their homes back into their homes in Gloomside. Just kind of using that connection to try to help. Lucy's kind of helping Ruby to start like a beautification project in Gloomside, to kind of build up some like community gardens and like a public park and stuff to make it a nicer place for the inhabitants.
Hell yeah.
Dino and Slate have been working together at Slate's shop. Slate, you built a secret floor into your shop that goes down into the Weeping City.
Heck yeah, I did.
That's so cute.
And so you have your own entrance to the Weeping City now, and some of the folks that have wanted to come back to their regular lives have been coming up, and Dino has been helping use the blade, turn them back into people to get back to their regular lives. They're still
doing that. I have the blade, but okay, I guess.
Oh, you let him borrow it. That's fine.
No, let me do something.
Yeah,
Nobody cares about me.
It's okay.
It's quite startling because Dino, you literally have to like stab and slash these people to turn them back. But
yeah, I'm gonna do that.
It's terrifying, but like it's been successful. Slate, you've been studying the blade a little bit further to try to figure out if there's anything you can do about the underfolk that were born as animal-human hybrids, because they don't have a wound from the Therian blade, so you guys don't know what to do about them, because they're stuck in their current form.
We didn't just like experiment and stab one just in case.
You could do that if you just want to go around.
We take an orphan child. Just I mean, not like Nazi experiments, but kind of.
What's his face's kid? Arnie's
kid. I mean, you guys could do that, or
no, I don't want to. Okay. We're not violating.
Yeah, just study it further, do some more research, and hopefully something will come up. That's it in terms of like what you guys have been up to. So you guys are back in control. If there's anything else you want to pursue or go after, or try to figure out. So what would you like to do now?
I want to hit up Jimmy and look for. Well, I
I'll
mean,
text Jimmy. You text.
I would
Jimmy.
imagine the police have already tried to locate a boat that looks like the one in the security footage. And
Yeah,
honestly,
the-
from security
yeah.
footage, they should know where that boat is.
I text Jimmy, and
It looks like from the still. It looks like the guy got on the boat and left. That's kind of like the feeling that you have.
Okay, I text Jimmy, and I say, "Hey, sailor," with an emoji.
Okay.
Which emoji though?
Sailor emoji.
Yeah,
Okay.
a fish, something. I don't know.
He kind of is. He tries. He's texting you back. But he again is not great with that type of technology. So there's a lot of misspellings and stuff as he's texting you back. Like some like question marks and like what's up. Yeah.
I say, "Hey, do you know anything about the golden hour?"
He calls you.
Cool. Hey, sailor.
He's like, I'm sorry, I just my thumbs are not what they used to be, and I'm having a hard time with the texting.
That's fine, Jimmy. What's up?
He says, I'm a little busy at the moment, and it sounds like he's in a scuffle. He's like, the golden hour. Yeah, that was a ship that I've seen in the marina.
Is it still around?
Or Hollow or downtown?
It's at the same marina where I park my
Okay.
taxi. Happy to show you.
Okay.
We'd love to
I'll come by
yeah.
soon and check it out. Are you okay?
I'm fine. You can hear like he sounds like he's in a physical fight with somebody.
What are you doing right now?
He's just a couple of young punks trying to do me wrong.
Can we help?
All right.
He
Do
says,
you need
he
any?
says, "Come see me whenever," and he hangs up.
Okay, give him hell, sailor.
Let's go help Jimmy.
Well, I think that Slate should text Jamie and check on Haley.
See if her wound is healed.
Well, is there one hospital or is there multiple hospitals?
We'll say that there's one, since I didn't factor that in. Yeah, there's a hospital.
I call and see if Haley's still there.
You're just calling the hospital to see if Haley is there.
If Haley Kemp is admitted into that hospital.
So you call. The nurse answers. What exactly do you say?
Hi, I'm trying to see if a patient is still admitted in this hospital or if they've been discharged.
We are kind of strict with our privacy policy here. What are they of any relation to you, or who is it?
Yeah, I'm her sister, Jamie Kemp.
You're Jamie Kemp?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Yep.
Make a conversation check.
My voice just sounds weird on cell phones. I get that a lot.
What if she's like in the hospital?
Jamie Kemp is standing right next to her.
Yeah, Jamie Kemp is a actual famous person. She's a news reporter.
Yeah.
She's
What did
a
you?
reporter, but it doesn't mean she's on TV.
She is on TV, and what did you roll?
I don't think there are enemies at the hospital.
I'm just kidding. I'm not Jamie Kemp.
She puts her hand over the phone, the nurse, and is like, "This woman says that she's Jamie Kemp, but now she's not Jamie Kemp. I don't really know what to do here."
Uh-oh.
Do you say anything else to her?
Oh,
I'm just friends with Haley, and I want to get a hold of her. Cough
I'm
one.
texting Jamie. I
would suggest, Jamie, that you get in touch with your sister directly.
Good point.
For an update.
Hang up.
And the nurse hangs up
Yes,
on you.
ma'am.
She's already hung up.
I pull out my cell phone and I start texting Jamie. Hey, Jamie, hope all is well. How's your sister?
Okay, you send that, and
Why don't people pick up the phone and call?
she starts texting you back,
This is 2023.
and
This is real life.
She
Y'all
says,
are free to just like communicate. I don't know.
she says back to you, Haley okay, as okay as one could expect. Slow recovery,
Still not a chameleon.
still in shock.
Is this all from her hand getting sliced? Why is she so bad off?
Because
She was a chameleon.
She got stabbed in the sternum.
She was back and lost a part of herself.
She was stabbed through the sternum, through the back, turned into a chameleon, was kicked through a portal, and was
now she has
stuck there.
a hand
And
wound.
came back and then got her hand
Came
cut.
back, Lucy
stabbed
sliced her
against
hand.
That bag, guys. She.
I'm pretty sure she got tetanus from the hand.
It was paper.
Like drawing the blade across the hand. It was like
you
nothing.
guys leave me alone.
She
for
lost
the
her
And now
hand.
she's developed sepsis.
She's, yeah, so that's all she texts you back.
If they need anything, or if we can
Is there
visit
anything
her.
we can do to help?
She texts back, I don't think so.
Can we stab her anymore?
Visit-
You would text her separate in a separate thread.
No.
And just ask to stab her. Yeah,
I
she
mean-
just says. She says, "I don't think so. Not right now."
Is that
But
an
I appreciate
innuendo? Do you know?
It was becoming one, but we let it go.
Does she need a
I feel like
stabbing?
we've heard the story like over.
Okay.
So, what would you guys like to do now, if anything?
We go to the marina where
Yeah,
Jimmy is
are
in
we
a
all
fist
together or not? Should I group text everyone and
You
say
can all
Yeah,
get
let's
together.
all-
That's fine. You can get together.
Let's meet up at the cafe, and then we'll head to the marina.
Yeah. We could just assume we all end up at the cafe together all the time anyway. So we're at the
Right.
cafe.
So at the
guys.
cafe,
Basically, Central Perk.
kind of drinking coffee, relaxing. It's the first like kind of rest you guys have had, mental rest in a little while because you're a little concerned about Jimmy just being in a physical fight. But
I tell the
Is-
guys about the golden hour is at the marina. Jimmy said he'd show it to us, but it sounds like he was kind of getting his ass kicked by some hoodlums or something when we were on the phone. So I don't know if we should wait too long to go check that out.
Why didn't you tell us sooner? Let's go check on him right now.
Yeah, I'm always down to check out a golden shower.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you guys go down to the marina and you see Jimmy's there, and so was this? I'm guessing this was shortly after you were on the phone with him, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so like, there's like a couple of kids like kind of running off, and it seems like he held his own, and like he wasn't really
Attaboy.
getting the shit beat out of him, but he gave them a little bit of a walloping, and he's kind of like his fist up in the air, like kind of just yelling profanities at them as they're running around. He sees you guys walking up. He says, "I haven't felt that alive in years."
Hey, be careful. You need to take care of yourself.
Man, sorry we missed it.
It's okay. I can handle my own.
What did they want?
They were just a couple of young deviants that were looking for a scrap.
I guess you gave it to him.
He says,
I wouldn't.
a scrap like that really makes me long for adventuring.
Long for adventuring.
Well, next time we go adventuring, you want to come?
He says it's going to depend on the circumstances, of course.
Yeah.
What if the next adventure is on the water?
Oh, well, that's ideal for me. That's the only type of adventuring I do.
Speaking of adventures on the water, can you show us the Golden Hour ship?
Who's holding the key?
It's gone now, I think.
No, the
because
golden hour is there.
Ooh.
I don't remember who has the key.
You have the key, I believe. Lucy has the key.
Oh, sure.
Told you of the key.
So this boat it is a different boat from the one that you saw on the still of the other guy getting on. This is a completely different.
Okay.
Yeah, I suspect that this boat is out on the water, and we This is probably Geordie Blackhouse's yacht, and
Yeah.
we are gonna commandeer it and take it out in search of Dino's sister's killer.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, so you see the yacht. It's big letters on the back. It says the Golden Hour. So this is clearly a ship or a yacht or whatever. That the key.
Can Lucy grab? Is there a fob, and she can like press the button, and it goes beep beep.
There's no fob. It's just a foam keychain. Nope, there's nothing like that. But you're pretty sure this matches up. The yacht is like pretentious as fuck. It's like a glowing white. This gray deck. You can tell there's like several rooms beneath the deck. Yeah. So you see that, and
I say, Lucy, give me the key.
No, I look at everybody and I say,
I mean, I'm definitely down to find my sister's killer, guys, and I'm really appreciative of how amped up you all are about it as well. But are we just gonna sail out into open waters?
as you say that, Jimmy kind of like puts a foot up on a wooden post on the dock.
That's a Jimmy.
And he says, "Aye, there lies a different world across the great sea. If it's a criminal you're after, then likely you'll want to search a couple of the islands beyond law. They're not within reach of this country here, nor the distant nation of Famia. I must warn you, if you're looking to cross the great sea, you're going into a land unlike anything you've ever seen here. The reason the Great Pirate War happened in the first place was because of the leadership here exhausting and stealing resources from Famia. The civilization there hasn't quite advanced like it has on this side of the sea, hence the reason the war was mostly a slaughter. This country's navy far advanced the pirates of Famia. This isn't information I give you lightly, but given I've told you of my ship, the Boomerang, you can likely deduce which side of the war I was on. But once my ship went down and the fishing vessel picked me up, I did what I had to survive. Ended up here, bought my little taxi, and now I live a modest life."
We're heading into an area that doesn't look kindly upon our kind.
There are definitely plenty of criminals across the sea.
so
Is it a lawless place?
Right?
Completely lawless?
There are some islands that are beyond the law.
quite
of the
ready
nation.
to-
still docked. It's docked. We can
Okay.
get on the boat. Can I get on the boat and look around?
Yeah, I want to check the boat out.
Sure. It's pretty pristine. It's obviously like a symbol piece for Geordie. Doesn't look like it gets used very often, but it looks like it's upkept very well, and like it's like
He owns a yacht just to own a yacht.
it's totally clean. The rooms are immaculate. Underneath there's like several like little bedrooms and like closets and stuff. Just with like the closets have like some nets and stuff that looks like they've never been used, and like
We should at least have a boat party.
yeah, you can party. It's definitely like could be a party boat.
Well,
I don't think Jordy's coming back for it.
I
What?
I wonder aloud if we should take care of the affairs in Sunrise Port before
Probably.
I just
adventuring.
want to go get some supplies, like some food and some medicine and stuff.
I kind of want to check out Calvert Hall first,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I'm down with that.
also need to have like
I don't.
a many hours long discussion with my wife about the possibility of me being gone for like a month.
yeah.
I mean,
well,
listen, guys, my sister's not gonna die again or anything. You know, like she's already gone, so we can put that on hold.
all right.
We
Well,
should have asked Matt Damon about her.
I think Jimmy
You know
is showing us around, and I'm gonna keep the key to this
No.
boat in a
Maybe he
safe.
knows.
I'm sorry. Repeat that again for me. What are you saying?
I thank Jimmy for showing us around, and I'm gonna keep this key in a safe place.
He says no problem.
Unintended.
You know where to find me if you need me. I'm always around here.
Gotta love Jimmy.
Old Jimmy.
He kind of
He
has,
can come to the boat party when we
has a
have
little
it.
bit of blood on his lip, and he kind of just like wipes it off. And yeah, if you guys are gonna leave, and what did you want to do now? If you're leaving Jimmy,
Should we give Jimmy Jordy's boat? Like, hey, here's a nice new boat for you.
I think we
I
keep
don't
that
think-
at the dock for when we're ready to go on an adventure with Jimmy.
I don't think it's
Right.
Jimmy's style, really.
True.
Very pretentious. So
I don't know. We never saw the boomerang. We don't know what it looked.
Maybe it was gorgeous.
I think it's
Ring was gorgeous.
late enough in the evening that I don't want to venture off into Calvert Hall yet, but in my opinion, that would be the next thing
The
to
next
do.
stop.
I think we should and possibly even the next unknown underground city. Maybe do some work and slice some people.
There could be some more things that pop up there that we don't know about yet.
Should we see if Baxter wants to come with us?
Baxter's trying to make things right in the Weeping City. I think he's gonna have to stay there, but I mean we could try.
Yeah, you're free to do it.
You can always ask.
You have
Did
your-
anyone ask Dexter if he wanted to become a person again?
So yeah, I guess the question I have is, what percentage of people were coming up and expecting to be unanimaled?
An animal.
I would say maybe like 30 to 40%.
So some people definitely wanted to stay animal.
Some people had miserable lives on the surface, and they're not. It's not that they're definitely, but they're not sure yet that they want to return to those miserable lives. Like a lot of them were living on the street.
Can we figure out like who and why these specific people were turned into animals, or like
they were just citizens of Gloomside that are kind of like Jordy considered low lifes.
basically just poor people?
Them up, yeah.
They're poor hofolks. Homeless.
He was
and poor.
gentrifying, yeah.
Exactly.
That's exactly.
He bought up all the properties, and he was gonna try to turn a profit or whatever he thought was best for the city.
Right. Now he's with Demon.
Now he's with Matt and Ben.
Matt Sater.
Seems like some twisted version of Dogma.
A little bit.
There's a little bit of a lot of things going on.
That's true. Yep.
Man, I haven't seen
A lot of
Dogma in a good
nuggets.
15 years.
Nuggets, little juicy tidbits.
Like references.
So, yeah. So you guys leave Jimmy at the marina, and yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do from there. If you want to kind of call it for right now, we can certainly do that. You can tell me what kind of direction you're heading in, though, so I have an idea.
I mean, we could always split up and do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but I
We
don't
can
really
split
like
up
the
and do
idea.
the shipping thing. I personally don't want to do Calvert Hall, but
What's the alternative?
Fabia.
Famia.
Crossing the Great Sea to Fabia, where all the
That's
shit's going
definitely
down.
a more exciting, new, different adventure than Calvert Hall.
Yeah.
I don't know how long Calvert Hall could last, but it seems like it's going to be more of a similar thing.
I mean, your
Right.
understanding is that there are more underfolk living, there. So, more animal people. You'd be running into.
Are we sympathetic to the animal people, or do we want to adventure more?
I mean,
Maybe both.
You're kind of at a crossroads, so
Yeah.
remember that this guy that the case that has gone cold for several years is now escaping across the sea.
Yeah, it's only gonna get colder.
yeah, it's only going to get
And-
harder to find them.
Well,
You don't know what's
the
going
first
on in
four-
the other
the
city.
first 48 are already over.
It's
so
for sure,
it is-
yeah.
It's officially cold case files.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is the first
But,
evidence that you've seen. Yeah. Jimmy has some...
But either way, he did just cross the sea recently because he did just drug me. So, I mean, we could get hot on his tail. I don't know exactly how much time has passed since that, but I'd rather go across the sea. I guess that's my vote.
Okay.
That's my vote too. I want to do some things to make sure my family is
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we should like all go home, get our stuff in order. I gotta make
Yeah, like get prepared. Yeah, we can do all that offline too. We
Yeah.
can kind of use the Discord as a means to prepare if that's
I'm
what you
just
guys
gonna
want to do.
I'm just gonna
We,
see the whole time. Just seething.
do we get any kind of new upgrades before we go on the next adventure?
Yeah, you guys leveled up to level 3.
Yeah.
So there will be some new stuff coming.
Oh,
you guys.
okay.
I don't
That's
know.
All right, guys.
I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. I have to discuss it with Donnie. He's going to help me
Yeah.
figure it out. But your stats will all go up, and you might see a new ability or two. We'll see.
Ooh.
All I'm gonna say is prepare animal forms.
Is Nelson gonna have a character sheet?
I can make one for Nelson, sure. I mean, I just use a virtual one that I have for him, but I can.
And again, make a Nelson the human character.
Spend the next 2 months making everything out for us, and then
We're gonna stab everybody with this fucking blade.
You're not Nelson.
I'm not gonna get.
No stab?
Yeah, I'm gonna remain 100% human.
No stabby stab?
No chance.
No stabby
Dino's
stab.
gonna throw it at you like a throwing knife. And
I just want to see what animal I become.
I got some pretty good athletics and stuff.
he's gonna put it in he's gonna remake multiple of them and put them in those like guns they use in X-Men, like with all.
I don't know why would change me if I don't want to.
Shoot everybody with.
What did you say, Ben?
I don't know why my friend Dino would want to stab me if I don't want to be stabbed. So I don't think that would be an issue.
That's what
Player versus player.
Rick was saying. I was not saying that.
I said it would be funny.
I did not.
I didn't say he would do it.
Put that on me. I want to stab myself. I want to see what animal I become, and I think it'd be cool to see what everybody becomes.
It would
But
clearly be a dinosaur.
if you're not into it, I was not going to force it on you. Slade.
Remember that you also.
No, I don't think you would. I was just agreeing with that notion that you wouldn't do that.
No, of course I wouldn't.
Remember
Even
that
warned
Matt
you.
told you that you lose a little piece of yourself when you fuck with the Therian blade.
Yep, got
If
it.
you're prepared to do that, then
And you
that's
saw what
fine.
happened to Jordy Blackhouse. I mean,
How
I'm
many
sure
times
he
do you
was
think
not an
Jordy Blackhouse
upstanding-
did that before then?
Yeah, he was not an upstanding citizen before, but I'm sure it made him worse.
I just want to do it once and see how it feels, guys.
I am a little curious what I would turn into.
You could do one encounter as a beast form.
That's the guy who tried
Yeah.
heroin and
At the
meth.
very least, I'll feel like a Power Ranger or like a Beast Transformer. You know, like it's something different, something new.
It's just hard drugs. That's all.
Listen, I'll take my path. You take yours.
You
This
do
is called
you,
Pathfinder,
Dino.
after all.
Meth Finder, what?
What
Pathfinder.
if you just turn into? What if you turn into like a fucking naked mole rat?
Listen, this is also your chance to do drugs in any given form of the way. You know, like if you're never going to do it in real life, might as well do it now.
I'll turn into an animal.
And whatever it may be.
So yeah, we'll kind of call it there, and then if you guys are kind of leaning towards hitting the open sea, do you want, before we kind of sign off, are you asking Jimmy to come with you?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely with Jimmy.
Because you're gonna have to convince him.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. We will all give our shot. I also want to make sure we stock
You
up on the lotion. SPF 2 million.
Oh, the sun lotion.
We're going to do that. Banana boat. No bananas in the boat.
If anyone
but
wants to try
banana
to
boat.
convince Jimmy now, you can, as like a last action.
If anyone can do
I
it,
got-
it's gonna be.
I got some conversation.
Lucy.
We'll talk to him.
Is it conversation or?
Yeah, conversation.
Come with me, Dino. I'm gonna, cause he likes me, so I'm gonna go over.
Lucy's gonna send a nude.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
say. So Jimmy, you up for an adventure?
Yeah, make the check.
Then after that, we can go and do it together.
Does she get advantage?
Yeah, you can have advantage since he's like,
There you go.
yeah.
She's about to take
21.
advantage.
He
Nice.
says, "For too long the sea has called, and I've sent it straight to voicemail. It is time for me to call back." And yeah, he agrees. He's gonna go with you guys.
Oh, he's in.
He's in.
The sea
I give
beckons.
him a high five.
Dude, having an actual sailor / captain
He is a captain. Yeah.
who is familiar with the seas, he knows where we're going.
He's from Famia. He's from there.
I'm gonna make
Literally,
sure I get
there
him-
could not be a greater asset on this adventure.
Jimmy, I'm gonna get you
We need
a
to protect him
carton
at all
of cigarettes
costs.
for this.
Yeah, I feel like we don't have to tell him it's going to be worth his while, but I feel like we should let it be known that will make it worth his while.
be worth his while.
Yeah, Lucy's gonna make it worth his while.
So many cigarettes and sex.
Not like that, unless
He's like 100 years old.
I know,
He's
but
old.
hey,
That's how she likes it.
He's old,
Lucy's
but he can still fight.
He can
And,
still scrap.
Yeah,
he lights a
literally
cigarette.
just took down 20-year-olds.
He lights a cigarette, kind of adjusts his cap, and he says, "You just tell me when."
We need
We need to prepare.
what Jimmy looks like. We need a picture for him.
yeah, we need.
Maybe not some like professional artwork, but just
I'll
like,
get a picture. General
something that looks like
because the
he-
last picture I have for him was like him getting the shit beat out of him in the Weeping City.
Does he look just like Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob?
He's going to look like Popeye
He
now.
looks like fucking if like Long John Silver's had like a old sailor mascot. He looks like the Gordon's fisherman.
Like a flying Dutchman from SpongeBob.
The Fisher from fucking Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He
that
looks
guy.
more like that actually. That is what his picture looked like.
Yeah,
Whatever that guy's name is.
that's okay. Basically the Gordon's Fisherman without the rain gear.
Yeah.
How long do we all need to get everything prepped and ready for this journey?
As long as you guys want. I mean, like I said, we'll do that all. We can do that all offline, so we don't have to even include the prep as part of the next session.
All right,
You guys will be ready by the next time.
we'll be back in a couple days. Get what you need, and
He's like, what do you mean? I have everything I
Well,
need
He's
ready.
like, all I need is right here, and he kind of just slaps his legs, his sea legs.
His sea legs.
that's probably it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a sailor, but still he lives here. Like, he'll still need supplies for a sea voyage.
He'll be ready.
He'll be ready.
He says, "Don't
And
you worry
again-
about old Jimmy."
We are sailing the Golden Hour, correct? That is our boat
The
now,
Golden
right?
Hour is your yacht that you have commandeered.
My boat.
Can we rename it?
Yeah, you can. I mean,
We should rename
Oh
you can
my
rename
god.
it. You can rename it, paint it. You can do whatever you
Yeah,
want.
in the meantime, we should repaint it.
it. You
We
need to
gotta
think of
think
a
of a great
awesome-
name.
We wanted to look less pretentious.
All right, so I asked
More
Jimmy
piratey.
if I get some supplies for you, will you paint the boat for us?
Yeah, boat painter.
um,
Help us paint the boat.
I'm not a painter. I could certainly try.
Oh,
I
We
can't
just
guarantee
want-
results.
We
Alright.
want it to still be a nice vessel, but
Sure.
we don't
We
want
know a artist.
Yeah, we
we don't
can-
want to stand out when we get where we're going. We want to blend in a little bit.
we can make it look like a boomerang if you wanted.
Well, the boomerang
So
was
maybe
an
not,
old
maybe
pirate
not
ship.
paint so much, but like rough it up in
We
the
can-
way
I
that it
can-
would look.
If you give
roughed
me the
up.
keys, I can certainly take it around and dirty it up a bit.
Oh,
Bumper.
I mean, it'll get dirty out on the open seas.
That it
Um,
will. Yes.
I feel like
That's the only way to weather a boat, guys.
with weather.
I think
We'll take
is
it
to
out.
weather it. Yeah, literally.
There's
Well, he clearly needs to have a name.
I've seen staff come by here and clean it. I can just kind of shoo them off if you like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Let's
us.
start there.
Get rid of them for us.
Let's have dirty toilets for no
the
reason.
boat in the
I'll
meantime,
use all the toilets.
Yes, please. Make them all poop decks.
right. I think I get your gist. I'll poop deck it up.
Poop deck it up. No
Okay.
swabbing.
Yeah, so he's gonna come with you. He's gonna
We'll
try
take it
to,
with you.
if you guys work on what you want to rename the boat, he can try to do something with that.
What's Dina's sister's name? Dina, what's your sister's name?
Oh shit. Hannah.
It's a palindrome.
That it
It's
is.
just we never had a name until now.
Oh, you just did it.
Yeah, I gotta write that down now.
Hannah Chusnettarelli.
Yeah, that's just
I mean, we could name the boat Hannah. I don't care.
Oh, that's nope. I'd rather not do that.
Okay. Just a suggestion. Clearly a bad one.
It's tough
Sorry.
because there are only 3 different letters in the name Hannah, so Dino has
Yeah.
a little bit of a tick.
Guys, I'll be honest. I recently have been going to rehab and doing a lot better, but recently, ever since I've been drugged again, and that guy told me he had 3 kids. There's been a little bit of a 3 lapse. It's all happening, guys. I'm sorry. I'm kind of going through it right now.
I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. This
No, we're
should be
here
like
for you.
rehab.
A what?
The three hab was working, and it's all kind of coming back.
This
So
shit can be like your rehab again, or your detox.
yeah, we'll try. So if we can make it a nice, peaceful name, to where I don't have to remember anything like that, that'd be great.
Yeah, we can.
Oh,
You guys have
we
time
can
to figure
name
it out.
We can name it Rhythm and Cruise.
I like that.
Rhythm Cruise.
That's great.
Yeah, you guys, if that's what you want, or you can think about it more. Whatever you want
I
to
want
do.
to think about it more.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
not.
let's
Because
workshop
we're not
it.
gonna. I don't think we're gonna play again for like at least like 2 weeks, so we've got
Yeah.
time.
Cool.
Because next week I think we're taking a break, and then we'll return the week after that. We could try. You want to do Wednesday again?
When Wednesday?
Yeah, the 16th.
The
I think.
16th.
Oh,
I'm down.
Sounds good to me. I will write it on my calendar.
On the schedule.
On the schedule.
All right, so we'll plan for the 16th. And you guys will, in the meantime, like prep for your adventure. You guys just kind of use Discord, tell me what you're doing, what you're prepping, who you're talking to, stuff like that. I'll interact as I need to, and we will hit the open seas.
Oh, things getting serious.